battery, 60 volt. This thing is a monster. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mr. Central Driver back with another video, and I have one of the coolest, most biggest, most range e-bike you can ever find out on the market right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the E-Hora Romeo 2. This has a huge 80 amp hour battery right here. It's also 60 volt. It says 60 volt right there on the battery. You also have this battery button right there if you want to turn it on and off. And it is just a huge bike. You have 2,500 watts in each motor. So this is a rear motor and a front motor. And while we're looking at the motors, look at these rotors. These rotors are seriously, I think they're huge. They're like 230 millimeter rotors. I mean, they are absolutely huge. The tires are huge as well. These are 26-inch tires. Massive, absolutely massive. Now, some quick specs about this bike, just really quick, other than the motor stuff and the battery, is that this thing says you can get up to 200 miles of range. It's obviously in a lower pedal assist, but I think full throttle, you should at least be able to get, like, I would say 80 miles of range. I'm pretty sure you could. It is a lot of power, but I really think you could do that. Now, this bike is crazy because it holds up to 500 pounds of a rider. Can you believe that this bike can seriously hold 500 pounds? Now, there is one con I'm not a huge fan about right here. So if you are a heavier person, you're gonna have to adjust that suspension right there, which you do have some nice adjustments right here. You also have a soft and firm right there in the back. The reason is because if you are a heavier rider and had a huge bump, this will come in contact with this and it will dent it in. That's what I noticed. It does have gears on it, which is super nice. They're from Shimano. This is Tourney. And here is how it looks up front. So you use your thumb right here. You got a full twist throttle right here. You got hydraulic brakes. I love that you can see the fluid on the brake reservoirs. And you got a horn too. Ooh, that is loud. It is coming from that headlight. That should be a 2500 lumen headlight. I believe it's putting out 25 watts. Absolutely crazy bike. Now, this is different from most of my reviews because you can tell that I'm out and about, and that's because I'm doing something I've never done on this channel before. And that is riding this bike from my old house where I used to film all my original videos. We're gonna take it all the way to my new house. In a car, it is 30 something minutes to get over there. On this, I'm actually curious to see how it's gonna do. It's gonna be my longest trip I've ever done on the channel. Without further ado, let's get on the way and let's go have some fun. All right, so as I'm getting ready, guys, I'm gonna turn the bike on again. It always starts in the rear motor, something I didn't really like too much. So to change it, you can see it's orange in the rear. All you have to do is hit the headlight button, it goes to the front, hit it again, it goes to both motors. If you hit it one more time, it goes to double circles, but it's a lower power mode. So we want the lightning bolts with the double orange, I guess you should say. And look how long it's telling me it's gonna take me. So from my location over there, 1 hour and 39 minutes. That is absolutely insane. Now, of course, I am on a bike that has 49 or 50 miles, somewhere around there. I think it's 46 to 50, just depends on your weight. I'm 163, so we'll see how I do. But without further ado, I gotta get going. It was really cold when I left, but now I got my sweater on. I've been sitting for a little bit, so let's just get out of here. Oh, I forgot. It does not work unless you hit the brake levers. So you gotta hold the brake levers, you gotta see that little icon pop up, and then it will go. Oh, and we're out of here. And one thing you want to make sure on this bike is to put that kickstand up. Wow, we were already doing 33 miles an hour. Now, I do have it on the bike route right now because I'm not exactly sure. This is my first time ever leaving this area to go to my new area. So we are going to have the maps up every so often, but I am going to put my phone for the mile per hour up here. So let me go over to that really quick. Now keep in mind, all the miles on this bike, other than when I unboxed it and went up and down the street for like maybe a mile, that is all on the same charge. So when it says I have 3.6 miles on this bike, or I guess 3 miles roughly, that is all on this battery. We started out at 66.3 volts. I'm down to 66.3. Haven't really went far at all, but yeah, I think we're gonna get a ton of range on this bike. It has been such a long time since I've had a 60 volt e-bike. Man, crazy. Whoa, you can feel the weight of this bike. Holy shit. What a heavy bike. I'll put it up on the screen right now how heavy this bike is, but look at this. I'm keeping up with this GMC Sierra, and just imagine this, 60 volt e-bike and it is 80 amp hours of battery. 80 amp hours of battery. That is absolutely insane. And here's another fun fact of this bike. It has a port underneath the display instead of a USB. It's a Type-C. That is super nice because most chargers nowadays, I don't know if it's a fast charger or not. I'm assuming Type-C might be a little faster, but I feel like everything's moving to Type-C, so that's just super nice. Super, super nice. I'll tell you right now, it's a little shaky up front. I know I tightened everything. You can probably tell by that motor disconnect right here that that's shaking a lot. The tires were aired up like a lot. I did not air them up after they came out of the box. So this is exactly how they come. I should have aired them down a little bit because it is a bumpy bike. The seat isn't the most comfortable, I gotta tell you that. It just really isn't. And I just can't believe how fast this bike is. Let's go, baby. Now you can do that with confidence because this thing goes so fast. So I wasn't even worried about the car that I just passed, or the truck I should say. That truck is slow as hell. Go the speed limit, buddy. Oh crap, look it, we got cruise control. Look, if I let off, that's crazy. Cruise control, cruise control. No hates. That guy had a Jetson Bolt Pro, man. Get a real bike, man, get a real bike. I'm not hating, man, bikes are fun in general, but honestly, man, this bike is just, it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. Okay, pedaling on this bike is really high. Oh my God. So this bike is made for, I believe, starting at 5'7" and up. And I'll say I'm 5'9", and I feel like my feet come up pretty high. It doesn't really feel good to pedal, I'll tell you that. The position of the pedals just feel like they're too far back, and it just feels very awkward and weird. So to me, this isn't gonna be the best bike if you wanna pedal. It's okay though, I don't care to pedal, but most of you guys might wanna pedal. Also, it has a cadence sensor, so pedaling, you know, is just, it's gonna give you all the power possible. Let's beat this car, let's beat him. You idiot! This guy's not even looking at me. You idiot! People are just always in a rush. I guess I'm in a rush because, I mean, this bike is so fast and I'm gonna ride it as fast as it goes. Like, look at this. This car's gonna get in front of me. I mean, it is dangerous when you have a super fast bike, man. You gotta be a little careful. But it is nice to have a fast bike to get out of the way of people. Look at this. We're gonna get pulled over, man. We are definitely gonna get pulled over. God, and I feel so high off the ground. Like, compared to these people in their car, I'm sitting higher than them. Can you tell that my helmet, well, my camera's on the bottom of my helmet, but I'm just as tall as these cars, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. This also has an automatic headlight sensor, so when I turn it on in my garage, the headlight automatically comes on. Now, I was telling you how to change the modes from, you know, dual motor, you know, front motor, rear motor. I like that you can do all of them, and I like that you can do both of them on, like, low power mode. If you ever wanted to change that for whatever reason, or that put on the headlight, it's the same button. You just have to hold the headlight button down. I didn't know that at first. I was kind of curious on how you got into the power mode. So the headlight button is basically a 2-button switch. So hold it for the headlight, push it for the different modes on the bike. And here we go. Oh crap, brakes. Oh crap, brakes. Man, okay, that's a feature I do not like on this bike. Not a huge fan of that. I was hoping to leave the light. I was hoping to be faster than these people in this QX60 or QX80, whatever that car is, Xfinity or Infinity. But yeah, so you have to hit the brakes every single time. I thought it was just like a one-time thing, but no, I think when you're at a light, it's a safety thing. I talked to him about it, but I would really like to get rid of that. There was a motorcycle that E-Hora had, the M1 PS, and that had the same feature. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. I get it, but it should also be something that we can take off. And holy crap, cruise control is on and I'm just still moving. So here's my suggestion, is if you're at a light, just hold on to the brake levers, and as soon as it's green for you to go, then just let off. Or like right now, just go through the light because it's gonna turn green. Okay, well, this bike's so fast, it didn't even show that it was gonna turn green, but I wanna beat the traffic. Let's get out of here and I just had a huge ass bug splatter the windshield of my motorcycle helmet. Love it. Love it. All right, let me start pedaling because I don't want people to think I'm like a crazy person. That guy's like, what the hell is this guy on? It's a massive bike, man. Like, this thing is just huge. I mean, I don't know what other way to explain it. The handlebar placement feels good. Man, that guy just went over the curb. I do gotta say though, the grips don't feel great because they're plastic. I like the full twist throttle, I gotta say that though. Full twist throttles are the way to go, or thumb throttles. I don't like half throttles. Okay, so the good thing about this bike, as long as no one's speeding and going over the speed limit, is that first off, this is safe for me to get over in the street to get back in the bike lane, but also I gotta turn on the street and make a left. So I'm doing 45, and well, there's one person going like pretty fast, but yeah, so let's wait for this guy to go. Nope, buddy. I gotta get over. I gotta get over. I gotta get over. I don't know if he was trying to match my speed or what, but I gotta go, buddy. All right, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get this light, but I really like to get this light because I don't want to sit here. Definitely don't want to sit here in traffic. And there's a bug in my helmet and it got in my eye. Ow! I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up just for laughs. Like, it literally ran into my eye and now I'm blinking a lot. Well, there's no turn signals on this bike. Oh, I made this cool. That's awesome. Yeah, there's no turn signals on this bike. I'm actually kind of surprised there's no turn signals. I mean, I like the loud horn though. The loud horn is nice. But yeah, no turn signals. Display is good too. I like that it shows all your information. It shows the wattage on both motors, so you can see the wattage on the front and the rear motor. I guess I didn't really need to stop unless someone's walking across the street because there's no street over here. Man, I can't believe, like, we're probably, I don't know, 10 minutes into this trip. It's just gonna be so long. I feel like my voice is gonna hurt after this. And a lot of people, you guys, gonna comment, man, you could talk forever. You gotta be talkative on these videos. They can't be too boring, or I'm just gonna be cutting out a lot of stuff. I used to do that back in the day. I just cut out a lot of clips, but the videos were more shorter and not as long. This one's definitely gonna be long as hell, and I'm worried about someone coming out of this neighborhood while I'm hauling ass. This is actually where I got my first ticket, right here. No lie. Someone in front of me was going hella slow, so I floored it right next to him, and a Chevy Lumina, and I got pulled over. I'm like, all right. Man, people are hauling ass. I feel like I'm going pretty fast, 47, and it's 40 here, and people are still like passing me. It's crazy. Crazy out here in the streets of Fresno. That's why I moved. I'm hoping Madeira's a little bit better. It's gonna be more boring in Madeira, I'll tell you that though, because it's just more like chill. Man, this guy has a lot of camber on his wheels. It's crazy. Oh, go, go, go. Man, low car problems. He had to go super slow. All right, let's pedal so people know we're a bike, because with a full motorcycle helmet and how big this is, this thing is literally coming in at like somewhere like under or right under, or like right above like 200 pounds, somewhere around there. Again, I'll put it on the screen again, but I mean, it's pretty much a motorcycle. Like, it's a motorcycle with pedals. I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't know how a lot of people are gonna think, but this thing is just, it's awesome. Also, I didn't mention the cable management up front, but it is super nice. Like, really nice cable management. I love how they did it. Really, really good. I just can't imagine how people are looking at me going like past the intersection, just yo. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Let's give you an update. Whoa, so 9 miles it says on the bikes. If I take away 1 mile, that's 8 miles so far, and under load right now, 64 volts. So we have went down basically 2.5 volts roughly. Not too shabby. Oh, and you also have an air adjustment on the shock over here, so if you want it to be a little bit more comfortable, you can just take some air out. Let's see if we make this light. Come on, man, you gotta get a bike like me. Yeah, it's funny. This old guy's just nodding like, yeah, that's what's up. Oh, he's speeding anyway, he can't tell me shit, all right? He took off his tailgate to get less wind drag to get more range. Oh man, I definitely need a truck, guys. This is the reason why I am bringing this to my house right now, is because I don't have a truck. And I just realized I didn't really want to go all the way to Herndon, and I forgot I had cruise control. I'm hurting my hand over here because it does feel like a decently hard spring on the throttle. Man, Sierra's a bad way to take. I should have turned on the other street when I was honking at that guy on the scooter, but I was just having too much fun. I'm pretty sure a lot of people think this thing is modified and I changed a bunch of stuff, but I haven't. The only thing I really want to take off is the reflectors on the wheels. I don't care about that. I love that it has the cutouts on the wheels so you can see the red like liners and stuff for the inner tubes. Super nice. All right, so we might have to slow down a little bit on this road until it opens up. That's my bad. I should have turned on that other street. Now, we are going to be doing more videos on this thing. So if you guys are interested and you're following along with this video, make sure you subscribe and like the video, you know, because if I get probably 200 likes on this video within let's say 2 days, I'll do a second video on it as soon as possible, and I'll go ride around a lot more. And maybe I won't even charge it so we can actually start getting range on this bike, because I'm literally starting on a fresh battery on its first charge, and I'll just leave it until it goes dead. I can just ride it around. So we'll see. But yeah, please like the video. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited. Then we have some other bikes to review after this one, but we'll get to those in a little bit. I know you guys have been excited for this bike and the other one, so we're getting to it, folks. We're getting to it. I'm a pedal. Bye, car. Look at this, pedaling next to people. Holy crap, it's bumpy over here. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, what a fun bike, man. Wow. Oh, it's bumpy. Oh, it's bumpy. Man, is it bumpy. Whee! Whee! Oh, we really used that shock right there in the front this time. Holy shit. Man, we really compressed that shock. So you have a compression adjustment behind my phone, and I have it all the way on the softest setting, but however, for my weight, because this thing says on their manual when I looked it up, because they sent me it through the email, and it said 500 pounds of a rider. So this thing is definitely probably set up for someone like in the middle of that, and I am definitely not in the middle of that. All right, let's go. We got a bike lane now, baby. Thank God, now we can go super fast. And this is something I notice on all bikes that have a motor in the front. They always have a slight like wobble to them. Even though this has torque plates and everything like that on it, it still has a slight wobble. It could be the tire not seated correctly. I did watch some videos from my videos and Tell Happy TV where you got a third person, and you can see that the tires have a reflective line on the side, and you can see that it's not completely even. And I think that's what's going on right here. I'm not sure, but it shouldn't come off. I'm pretty sure I tightened it. Or I hope anyway. If I didn't, that's gonna be a huge disaster. Pretty sure that would get a lot of views. Another thing I'm a little worried about too is getting a flat on this bike, because oh man, I'm gonna be stranded. I'm literally gonna have to call someone that has a truck and pay them and, you know, figure that out. All right, so let's see how this bike is to turn. Well, probably the worst bike to turn. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It has a huge battery. It's mostly up front. I mean, it's kind of in the middle, but I think it's mostly up front. And then, oh my God, people. And then you have the front motor, and then you have 26-inch wheels on this thing. It's just massive. Like, seriously, you feel it. This is not a bike that you're comfortably gonna be like turning and having fun with like that. It's just not. All right, this is a street that I did not want to get on, but if I keep going farther, then I'm gonna go way past where I need to go. So we are just gonna go this way. And I'll make sure to hold my hand on the brake, because this is a spot that I do not want to get stuck at with having no throttle. This is also intersection where I'm gonna have to get in the middle before I can turn. But this is Blackstone in Fresno, California. The cruising and racing like street of Fresno, basically. It used to be Kings Canyon, now it's Blackstone. I mean, it's been like that for years. But yeah, a little worried, but we shouldn't have to be on this road for too long, but I am worried about cops. It feels weird being on a bike in the middle of the road. It is fast. It's actually fast enough that I can go across if I really wanted to, like in between some of this traffic, but I'm not gonna chance it. This bike is brand new. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. I bet you the cars that are behind me are probably thinking like, why is this guy on a bike? And then they're gonna see how fast this thing goes. They are really gonna see how fast this thing goes. And let's just pray we don't get pulled over. Really don't wanna get pulled over. No ID, no nothing. I know you don't need your ID. They can always look you up, but still, like, it just makes it easier. And plus, I am on like a bike that's technically way too fast. It does come shipped out at 28 miles an hour, so it does come legal. What is this black truck doing? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Move out of the way. All right. It's rough out here in the streets. Rough out here in the streets. Oh, I thought the guy was gonna notice me, but he didn't. I sit super tall off the ground, man. I sit taller than a sports bike would. I really do. Now, I gotta figure out how I'm going to get to where I need to go. Look at this. We're beating all the traffic off the line. We're gone. All right, we're at the next light. Not much room to get over, but look at this. Boom, traffic, we gone, we gone. Oh man, eat my electric dust. Oh, this is gonna be sketchy. Gonna go through it, gonna go through it. Yeah, buddy. Oh man. Man, I can't believe how fast I am going on this thing. Absolutely insane. Insane, insane. I'm gonna have to bring my maps up and see where I need to get to, but I think I know where I'm going. I think it's just gonna be a little sketchy going this way. Man, this is crazy. This feels like straight up illegal. It's crazy. All right, so I switched to the pedals now, and obviously it's just activating that cadence sensor. All right, let's be a little safe right here. Ooh, they got rid of that. All right, what is this truck doing? Gotta love how people drive. So I'm gonna bring up my maps really quick because I wanna make sure I'm going in the right direction. It is telling me to take Nice to Autobahn, and then, you know what? Let's follow that route. Yeah, let's follow that route. I didn't actually even know that was a way to go, so let's go that way instead. Woo! Man, make sure you don't gas it while turning, man. This thing definitely peeled out. Oh crap, I'm supposed to turn on this road. Oh, well, my speed got cut. What? What? They cut my speed. Definitely cut my speed. All right, let's go this way. It said we were doing 49 miles an hour on the display. Funny enough, you guys have probably been paying attention, but I haven't been paying attention if there's a difference in the speed from here, but we definitely had a cutout at like 49, 50. I saw 49 at that time, but still 45 miles an hour. That's still like, that's fast. That is super fast. Okay, so it tells me to take that to Autobahn, and then we take a little side street, I guess. I think we're gonna be in Woodward Park at that time, and it tells us to go back. Okay, yeah, I know where we're gonna be at once we get to Woodward, so I think we're good for now. But yeah, this is a fun bike. Love it. Oh crap, I forgot the brakes. Oh crap, the brakes, come on. You have to hit both of them, I think, I don't know. That was my bad. That was my bad. That's a rookie mistake. Learn from me. If you were to buy this bike using my coupon code, because I do have links and stuff like that, is that you need to hold the brakes. And I'm in the wrong lane. I'm completely in the wrong lane. Hey. This guy's trying to race. This guy's trying to race me. Man, this guy's really trying to race. Let me go this way, because this guy wanted to go hella fast and be speed racer. Oh, man, this is sketchy. I should have not taken this way. I wanted to take the back way, which would be over by that building way back there, and it would take me around that way. This is a horrible road. This is actually the road that my Tesla got hit on. If you guys didn't see that video on my channel, you guys can go back and watch that. But yeah, I hate this road. This is the worst section because it's right off of the freeway right here, and this whole thing gets like backed up. Everything gets backed up. It's pretty bad. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is on the back of that Ford right there. That's just weird. I don't know. They have a bunch of like tape and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. We got a bike, baby. This guy in the Suzuki, man, he's dipping. He's like an old guy. He's at a handicap sticker, man. He's hauling ass. Man, this thing is seriously, you could just be a car. You'd be a car all day long. I love it. I love it. Now this has a little bike indicator right here. I wonder if it's gonna pick me up. A lot of you guys always say, oh yeah, like the way the systems work for lights picking you up. Trust me, Some of the lights around my area do not work. You can sit there forever and it will never go off for you on a bike. You can move over to the right, the left, the middle, it doesn't matter. It does not go off. And I'm not going to stick a huge ass magnet underneath my bike and do all that. Especially like some bikes are just not made for that, you know? Also, fun fact, not this light, but the light up there, if you look up Friant Roulette, you can find a YouTube channel and they post live content and accidents in this area. You'll see how many dumbass people are in this area. So go look it up. You guys will probably actually like enjoy that. It's just crazy, right? Let's go, come on, let me go. We out of here. Oh, that's a clean color, clean color. All right, so I decided to go this way because if we go in Woodward Park, there's gonna be a lot of people and I just wanna stay on the main road at Woodward Park and then we'll figure out the back road. Woo! All right, so definitely a little bumpy on that turn. More bumpier than I was expecting. If I was at my house, I would just get like a little flathead and I would just push a little bit of air out of the thing, just like a hair. If you do it really quick, you actually lose a lot more than you think. Whoa, squirrels. You gotta be careful with squirrels around here. I don't know where that squirrel was going. All right, man, okay. Ooh, it's bumpy over here. And like, this bike is not the best for turning, I already mentioned that. It feels kind of wishy-washy. So like when you're in a turn, it feels like it kind of like, if you hit a slight bump, it wants to like kind of like wiggle itself and it just doesn't feel like very comfortable. So be a little careful when turning with this bike. There's just so much weight to it. It's not like a very lightweight bike where you feel like you just go around a corner super fast. I don't feel comfortable going super fast around corners. I love these tires though. I feel like these tires do grip and I'm not gonna get a flat. However, it's just, yeah, the weight of this bike, man, with that front motor. I am not hating. There's some cons to a front motor, but honestly, I'll take it. Most of the time I do like having just a nice, powerful rear motor. But if you do have a nice bike rack that holds a good amount of weight, this is a balanced bike more than a bike that just has a huge 5,000 watt motor in the back and no weight in the front. So just think about that. There's some bike jumps over here. We're like going way faster than you're supposed to go, but I mean, who's gonna say anything when you're on a bike? It's funny. Ooh. Now we haven't done a full braking test yet. I feel like the brakes, I've been trying to brake them in a little bit. They feel a little soft. I mean, they feel like they work, but they feel like they're not gripping as much as I would like them to grip, if that makes sense. So maybe I can, maybe we could try a braking thing real quick. Let's go down here a little bit. It's going uphill. Let me do it at the sign right here. The please slow down sign. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, all right, well. I don't know how fast I was going. You guys probably saw that, but it didn't lock up. The brakes didn't lock up at all. It didn't want to lock up, honestly. And I'm glad I stopped right here because I just realized this is where I need to go. I almost completely passed it. Let's see how it is getting up curbs. Ooh, oh, rough. Oh, wow. What a heavy bike. So here's the cool thing. Because I have moved out in this area, we can now come to Woodward Park because I'm not super far. So as long as I have a decent bike that has more than, I would say, like 25 miles of range, then I should be able to come out this way. We are gonna take this back road. So man, let's go super fast over here. So if you're new to, Woodward Park, they have some huge bike jumps up there. If you guys, oh, dang, Squirrel City, I'm gonna slow down. Man, so these are one of the houses I should have bought, man, the trailer homes. I could afford those all day. Bought that with cash. So I was having a debate with somebody if you can come this way or not. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can fit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, that blue pole scared me a little bit, but yeah, there's a little path back here. Perfect, see? This is awesome. Now, cars can't come through here because they don't want people going and hitting people on the walking path in the park, but this is super cool. This is the old 41 frontage road. You see that it used to go to the freeway? You see there's like boards and stuff up there, and then this is the new 41. But yeah, we're gonna take the street next to it. And damn, that's a lot of solar panels. What's this guy doing, meth? The hell? Oh man, whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess that's one place to stay. It's just a dead end right there. All right, so this is gonna take us over the river, and I've only been on this street once when not racing cars, but racing bikes, and it was super fun. Go, people, go. Dang. I should have pedaled so they knew I was a bike. All right, so it's super, super windy. This is the street I have to take all the time. The 41 is the only way I can get in and out, you know, going to anywhere. There is no place to eat where I live. There's nothing, there's no grocery store, no nothing. So I always have to come into town. So I'm always gonna be taking 41. That's kind of sketchy, parked right there. What the heck? Oh, man. Huge bump, huge bump. Oh man, my butt did not take that very well. If I didn't mention it earlier, which I might have already, this seat is not the most comfortable. It's actually like pretty firm. It's harder than I would like it to be. So I'm not a huge fan of this seat. And why am I holding on to the throttle? I forgot I got cruise control. But wait, why is cruise control losing me speed? What the heck? That doesn't make any sense. Does cruise control only go to 28 and so it's like lowering my speed until I get there? That's weird. So right now cruise control is not activated and it's gonna activate probably again, but no, that's weird. So right now 25, oh man, we're getting more than 2,500 watts and we're already down on power. So we're actually getting more power in the back. 2,600 watts in the back, 19 to 1,800 watts in the front motor. It's crazy. Welcome to Madeira, baby! The longest trip I have ever made on a YouTube video. Now, I have done trips to make laps around Fresno, but this is the far as I went in one direction away from my house. It's cool, man. It's cool what bikes can do nowadays. It is super, super cool. I mean, like, this is a dream. This bike is going to be, like... This bike is going to be so popular. Whoa, there's a lot of trucks. The heck, hold on, we gotta stop real quick. We gotta see what these trucks are. Oh, it's only 2. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, it's beautiful! I mean, it's a lot of weeds, but it's beautiful. A lot of people come over here and park and look out and whatnot. Let me see if anyone's behind me. No, we're good. We're just by ourselves. We're just chilling. Yeah. All right, I was gonna. Oh, look at this. It was made for me. It was made for me. All right, I'm gonna get over. Man, I'll just stay in this lane. We fast. There's a lot of people going fast, so I can't believe that we were only down to 61.7 volts under load. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. No. I didn't know they were gonna go faster than me or what, but why you gotta brake in front of me, bro? Excuse me. Yeah! We're in Riverstone, baby! We made it! Oh man, that is awesome, man! Like, no range anxiety whatsoever. Now, when I pull up to the location on where I'm gonna end this video, we will go over our miles and we'll also go over where the voltage is at so you guys can see the battery chart and everything like that to see where we sit at. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. Let's see if we can pass these trucks or not. A lot of people go pretty fast over here, but I'm curious to see if we can pass them or not. If we even have a bike lane. I'm new to this area. But this is where I live at now. This is MrCentralDriver headquarters now. Heck yeah. This guy's looking at me in his mirror. He's kind of like, what the hell? Oh, there is no bike lane here. What the heck? All right, so I can't get over from this guy. That sucks. Man, make the bike lane wider. A regular bike can barely fit. Like those skinny bikes with the skinny tires on them, still your body's gonna be bigger than the bike. Yeah, that's not a big enough bike lane, but I'm glad people are going fast, baby. Let's really try to kill this motor because you know how I do my range test. This is gonna be the best range test. I only normally go like 10 miles on these bikes when I do my video review. And so far we're almost at 20. And we're seriously going against the wind. And look, with the wind, 48 miles an hour. Whoa, we had a cutout right there. Oh, what the heck? Started losing some power. Now I wonder if it's because, okay, our bike lane's big enough. I'll just get over now. If I was able to hold 49, I would have stayed in the street, but I think a lot of people on this road are gonna be doing like 50, so I'll just pull over here. But yeah, I wonder if it's like a heat issue, but it's a nice, beautiful day. Over here it's been like, I don't know, 70s or so. Our house has been like 62. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And there's a road over there I want to take. I think it's someone's like ranch or whatever, but the gate's always open, so I kind of want to go through there and kind of go check it out. I want to look behind me too and see if there's cars, but it's all good. Probably not, because this guy just pulled out, so I think we're good. And then get my pedaling going. Let's go, baby! Let's go! No, Monica! Look at this. So look, we have a few different like passing we can ride out here. I want to start taking some ways out there. There's some new houses way out there. Everything is going to be like kind of like close by though. So just keep that in mind that I'm not going to be stuck in a lot of traffic anymore. We're not going to have a lot of overpasses to go up, but we do have a lot of dirt. Now the other day when I did my Sur-Ron video, it was really bad because it was so muddy and it was just horrible. It was a bad day to go out because it rained like the last 3 days in a row. So that's another reason why I couldn't do my videos. On top of moving, of course. Like it's been a week since we put out a video. Hold on, let me see if I can beat this truck. Remember we were trying to beat him earlier? Come on, yeah! Yeah! What the heck? Hey, buddy! It's a red light! Get over here! Whee! We made it, guys! We made it! We are in Riverstone. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. If you guys are in the Riverstone area, hit me up. Once I get settled into my house and get my video reviews done, let's go out for a ride and let's have some damn fun. Oh man, I'm so excited. This is a badass bike. Badass. Okay, so after we're not on the throttle, we're sitting at 60.7 volts. So I'll put the chart up on the screen so you guys know. So, 60.8. It's probably going to end at about like 61 volts roughly, I'm going to say. We were in dual motors the whole entire time. Full throttle everywhere. I think my average speed was probably like 42 or 44. And we did 17.2 miles minus some miles, so 16.2 miles. That's actually not as far as I thought it was gonna be. You know, I thought I was gonna have to do like more than that. And my time, I didn't really look at the time, but if you guys did look on my phone on the top, right now it's 3:52. So if you guys did catch the time when we started this video, maybe you have to go back and look, you can see how long it took me to get here. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if I took the freeway, it'd probably be faster. But if I took the city streets like I did and kind of went through some of the lights, and obviously I rode as safe as possible, I think I probably got here faster than a regular car would. I'm not even kidding. This bike is absolutely amazing. It just has one con, and that is to hold the brakes to get it moving. But woo! I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys are the true MVPs. Hopefully you liked the video on this. There's links down in the description if you guys want to save money on this thing. God, I highly recommend this thing. And I will be making more videos. So if you guys want to see more videos on it, let me know. Until then, peace out. And here's another Riverstone sign. It's the same thing. Is this just for like pictures? I think. All right, guys, I'm out. Later. Oh, you know what? Let's ride this one.